Alert fatigue starts like this. The day shift opens the SIEM and sees 900 alerts. Most are a known scanner, a broken service account, and a cloud admin tool that triggers the same rule every hour. Buried inside are 3 real incidents. The analysts are not lazy. They are trained by the queue. If a rule cries wolf all week, the SOC learns to skin it, mute it mentally, and move on. That is how a noisy rule becomes worse than no rule. Alert fatigue is the loss of attention and trust caused by too many low-value security alerts. In a SIEM, it shows up as rules that fire often, but rarely lead to confirmed security findings. Plain English version, the tool keeps yelling, so people stop reacting. A NIST-style framing would call this a detection and response quality problem. The SIEM is collecting events, correlating them, and producing alerts. But the output is not useful enough for the human workflow. The alert may be technically true, yet operationally harmful, because it burns time without improving decisions. Before a disciplined SIEM tuning process, every alert looks equal. A password spray alert, a normal backup job, and a repeated test account failure all land in the same queue. Analysts spend minutes opening the case, reading fields, checking the user, searching history, and closing it. That cost is real. 10 minutes here, 6 minutes there, every day. The bigger damage is behavioral. If a rule is wrong often enough, analysts stop believing it. They may still click through the steps, but the serious attention is gone. Good tuning protects analyst focus like an asset. The basic math is simple. Precision times daily volume equals expected real alerts. If a rule fires 200 times per day and has 1% precision, expect 2 useful alerts and 198 investigations that go nowhere. Now multiply the false alerts by average triage minutes. That is your daily waste. The tuning loop has 3 moves. First, measure outcomes: true positive, benign true, false positive, duplicate, or unknown. Second, exclude known safe patterns with documented exceptions, not silent deletions. Third, re-verify after the change. Did precision improve? Did volume drop? Did any real finding disappear? A SOC had a SIEM rule for unusual file access volume. It fired every morning on one server. Analysts closed it as benign because a backup process read thousands of files before business hours. The team did not delete the rule. They measured 30 days of history. 0 true positives from that backup host? They wrote an exception: specific host, specific service account, specific time window, specific process name. Owner approved, review date in 90 days. Then they reran the search against past data. Real unusual access from other hosts still appeared. The next week, volume dropped hard, and analysts started reading that rule again. SIEM tuning is powerful because it turns generic detection into local detection. It adapts rules to your users, servers, business hours, and known tools. It also has limits. Suppression can hide problems if it is broad, undocumented, or permanent. A good exception says exactly what is allowed and why. It has an owner and an expiration or review date. Tuning does not replace investigation skill. It does not prove the environment is clean. And some rules should be retired. If a rule never produces a true positive after honest measurement, and nobody can explain the response value, retire it openly. Alert fatigue is not only a SIEM issue, but the SIEM is where it becomes visible. Endpoint tools, identity logs, cloud logs, network sensors, but email controls all send signals. The SIEM correlates them and gives the SOC a cue. UEBA can help by adding baselines such as a user logging in from a new region or accessing far more data than normal. But UEBA can also create noise if it is not tuned. Automation can route and enrich alerts, but do not automate bad logic faster. The stack works when each layer improves confidence, not just volume. Start small. Pull the top 10 SIEM rules by daily volume. For each one, sample recent alerts and label the outcome. Was it a confirmed security issue, expected activity, a duplicate, or not enough information? Record average triage time, then calculate the waste. False or benign alerts times minutes per alert. Pick one rule per week. Add narrow documented exceptions. Improve field quality if the rule lacks context, like hostname, identity, process, location, or asset criticality. Learn basic query skills, log sources, rule logic, and case notes. Tuning is a SOC craft, not a one-time cleanup. Recap in 3 beats. 1. Every alert spends analyst minutes, whether it is useful or not. 2. A noisy rule teaches the SOC to ignore it, and that is how real incidents get missed. 3. Use the loop. Measure precision and volume. Exclude with documented exceptions. Re-verify the result, and retire rules that never true positive. A trusted SIEM is not the one with the most alerts. It is the one the analysts believe when it speaks. Subscribe for a new Security Tools Decoded episode daily, plus the daily ranked CVE brief on this channel.